Our API scores are 150 points higher than Garfield, Wilson, Newton.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, coming from...
High school dropout school, La Causa, API is 150 points higher than my alma mater, your alma mater,
Yep.
which are the big traditional East LA high schools.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
And it's their work, so when they tell us, how am I going to go to college? Well, you're already outperforming the traditional schools, so why can't you?
After we have been pushed out and we have been tossed around and stepped on from our education system, we found this program where we could come and help our community.
These students are such an inspiration, from feeling like they've been left behind to literally outperforming students in traditional schools.
Robert is Inspira. He engages these students, believes in them. He inspires them to go out into their community and to do more, to give back every day.
We have this model for developing sustainable communities. I prefer the word sustainable to green, because that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're going back into the community and we're making them sustainable. So really this model of just taking young folks and organizing them, to making that change in the community. And the first step is through education, and the second step is through service.
What really got me, it was not doing the installs, it's after you do the installs, the homeowners are really grateful, and I think that's why I got interested in the solar.
The work that they're doing is really, truly preparing the young folks for their place within the green economy, because the solar jobs aren't there yet, for the young people. But, what really makes them attractive in the job market is the sales and the outreach. A lot of for-profit agencies, just really waiting for young folks to graduate because they could sell solar, they could sell green.
The work they've been doing with the solar panels is impressive, but what resonated with me is the work that Robert's been doing with Edith's Market.
From what I understand, Robert has had to not only rally the students, store owners, but practically the whole neighborhood.
And for Robert, it's really personal, not only because he lives in the community, but his kids go to school right across the street. So he's been pretty determined to increase the healthy food options and do away with some of the more traditional junk food items.
Makes sense.
We're trying to change this food desert into a food oasis. Right here on Atlantic, we have only one market that has fresh produce available, and everything else is just all fast food.
So I see you found the Flaming Hots, huh? They sell about $400 worth of Flaming Hot Cheetos a week.
A week?
A week. And
you're trying to get rid of these?
Well, I think our young folks definitely need a healthier option. I'm not trying to have my kids coming home all red-fingered and,
You mean like this?
Yeah. If you can't get it off your fingers, you can imagine what it's doing to your inside.
The Flaming Hot chips definitely had to go. The first time I visited Edith's, there was barely any produce, and the second time there was only a small improvement, so there's definitely a lot of work that still needed to be done. But our half-empty Listerine bottles are still here. I should probably freshen up after those chips anyways.
That'd be a good idea. We want to kind of minimalize the store. We want to take the chips, which are their big sellers, and put it alongside this corner, because when all the young people, they flood in,
That's the first thing they see.
in.
But they also see this big Bud Light sign and a Jesus poster. I don't know, that's sending some mixed signals with a Monster energy drink background.
I think we're cool with Jesus, but Bud Light and Monster, we're getting rid of.
Tell me about the challenges that you faced with Edith's Market. I heard it wasn't easy.
Well, every project presents a different set of challenges, and there were a few that they hadn't ever confronted before.
Is it Johnny your boss?
Tony nos había dicho, mire, va a durar tanto tiempo, y mi esposo y yo dijimos que estábamos de acuerdo. Ya cuando miramos lo duro y el tiempo, le digo, esto como que ya no está bien, porque pues ya se está venciendo y esto no avanza.
Entonces hay que tener mucha paciencia.
Mucha paciencia.
Mucha paciencia. Yo no tengo nada de paciencia.
En eso sí somos iguales, porque yo si viera que le vuelvo a decir a los muchachos como que no andan muy bien, esta señora viene enojona, pero es que no es así, es un carácter que todos tenemos diferente.
Well, in the midst of the store and her chaos, I was able to help out with the remodel by doing a little painting.
The reality is, December 2nd, when we reopen the store, the students are going to see the change. And young people, the young age, definitely aren't very comfortable with change at all. I told my son, you don't get the recognition for being the son of the guy who killed Cheetos and Flaming Hot Cheetos in East LA.
Yeah, you're like Mr. Popular, right?
My popularity rating might go down.